Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Today's Spiritual Talk Live. Good morning. Or good afternoon or evening, depending on where you guys are, of course. It's 9 a.m. where I am. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I feel like I got like a late start to the day. I wasn't sure if I was going to be helping my dad with his work this morning. And I don't know. I've noticed lately, has anyone else noticed this? That time itself is acting funny. I just have mascara and thank you. Literally just mascara. I put some eyeliner on too, but that's it. Good morning. Yeah, but has anyone noticed though that like time's been acting kind of funny? Like I feel like there's like moments in the day where like, I don't know, like time is going so fast. And I'm like, I don't understand. I'm not dilly-dallying. I'm doing stuff, but I just feel like time is going so fast. Or even when I record videos, like 3-minute videos, I'm like, oh my God, wow, how is it already 3 minutes? Like, I don't understand. I feel like I haven't said a lot. Like, it's just weird. I feel like time is going. Thank you. Good morning. I feel like time is just going weird. I don't know. Yes, this past week, especially. I don't know what it is. That reminds me though, actually, I don't know if did I share it? I may have shared this a few months ago. Hello. Where I was house and pet sitting for a friend. Yes, many blessings. And I remember like I was on my laptop and for 5 minutes, the time on my laptop and on my phone did not change for 5 minutes. Like it was, what time was it? It was 11:25. It stayed 11:25 for 5 full minutes until finally it like changed. Like it was so weird. My favorite fairy reading. Well, today's the spiritual talk day. But yesterday was April 12th. Off, yes. The timing, I feel like, is just weird. I don't know. I'm like, all right, I'm just going with it. I don't know. We're like shifting timelines. Maybe this is like part of the shift to moving into like 5D. Like, you know what I mean? Who knows? I'm like, all right, I just got to go with it, even though it's like weird. It's funny. I find the spiritual talk days, energetically wise for me, are more uplifting. Where the card pulls are a little, I don't want to say draining, but it takes, ooh, the bug. Takes more of my energy. Where the hell did that come from? That was weird. That was a bug. So, oh, thank you, Viviana, for being here. So Mondays and Thursdays are the card pull days. Tuesdays and Fridays are spiritual talk. So like whatever we want to talk about, grounding, clearing, the elements, elementals, the moving into 5D, like whatever, any and everything in the spiritual realm, quite honestly, because I'm open to any and everything in the spiritual realm. Thanks for the follow. And thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. I thought, so normally with the spiritual talk days, I do a grounding like meditation or whatever. I actually thought today, it's funny because even like last night and this morning, I'm like, I don't know what type of meditation to do. And then literally right before I hit live, I was like, oh, I just need to do a general like clearing, a general healing. All right. So if you guys want, this is going to be like just a kind of a quick one, only like 5-6 minutes. Not today. Mondays and Thursdays, I do the yes and no's. So if you guys want to, if you kind of want like a quick general, like I said, it's only like 5-6 minutes, not a very long one. So if you guys are all sitting down, laying down, get comfy. Get comfy. I got my mini selenite, here. All right. Get comfy, close your eyes. I want you all to close your eyes. And if you're just joining, I'm doing a very quick healing, guided, energetic meditation, if I can get the damn words out. Close your eyes, focus on your breath. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. One more time. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. I want you to imagine there is a white ball of light above your head. This white ball shines every color of the rainbow, and it's connected to the cosmos. And imagine it's streaming its white light down into your crown chakra, the top of your head. And this white light travels down into your forehead, over your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, covering your whole head. And this white light continues to travel down into your throat, your shoulders, down your arms, spreading all the way through your fingertips. And this white light comes down over and through your chest, into your full torso and abdomen. And it's relaxing every muscle and organ along the way. And this white light flows further down into your stomach and your hips, your pelvis, into your thighs, through your knees, all the way down through your toes. You are bathed in this white light. It is healing, relaxing, uplifting, clearing, and rejuvenating. It restores every muscle, every fiber, every cell within your body, even at a DNA level. And I want you just to breathe in to this white light. Imagine it encompassing your entire body, stemming out through your aura. And just continue to breathe into it. And when you feel ready, you guys can open your eyes. What the hell? Why do we have a phone? Were you guys able to imagine the white light? Just something very simple this time. Sometimes that's all we need. Something a little simple. You're welcome. Yeah, did you guys hear my freaking house phone going off? Oh my God. So help me. Okay, well, you at least listen to it. That's easy enough. See, that was an easier one. Like, you guys can just imagine that anytime. You know what I mean? What if I only saw a tiny white light that comes and goes? Well, that's okay. That's all right. You still saw it. I feel like you still picked it up. You can try again later. It takes practice. It's all right. Like any type of, you can tell you're from up north. Massachusetts. No, it takes practice to be able to even hold sometimes to hold a vision, even in your mind. Even if you only get it for like a minute, that's okay. That is okay. Okay. This just reminded me. So last Spirit Talks, so what was that, Tuesday? I did the guided meditation to meet your spirit guide. I ended up recording a guided meditation and I posted that on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to visit my YouTube, it's there. It's just under 10 minutes long. I've never felt such a burst of energy. I love that. Yes. Oh, Connecticut, you're not too far from me. You're not far. Yep, it's on my YouTube. So it's like 9 minutes. It's about 9.5 minutes long. So you guys can listen to that. You know, I got like soft music behind it. You know what I mean? Like it's one you can actually just listen to. So I did that. I had a hard time actually to uploading it like yesterday and stuff like that. Like I was like, okay, Mercury, like I understand you're retrograding right now, but for fuck's sake. Oh my God. If I meditate myself having a white barrier protecting me, does it work? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. White encompasses like all colors and all energies. So it's protective, it's cleansing, it's loving. The retrograde, I think, ends, it's middle of May. I think it's like around the 16th-ish. So it's funny, everyone, okay, so it's bringing up, okay, what's your sun sign, Tay? What's your sun sign? Because I'm finding like, good morning. I'm finding certain people are having a harder time with this retrograde than others. I mean, I'm a Sagittarius and I've been okay. I say this right now, we still have like fucking 2 weeks of it. Oh, you're also a Sagittarius. Taurus moon, Pisces rising. Okay. I think you were right yesterday with the question I asked. Oh, what did I ask you? Guys, I get asked so many questions and I pull so many cards. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm okay so far with this retrograde. I am finding like electronically wise, it's annoying the fuck out of me though. I have to keep telling myself like, all right, it's okay. Calm down. Trauma triggers getting poked by Mercury. Well, triggers aren't a bad thing. I was about hanging out with Brian today, but you said it would probably be Saturday. Aha! All right. That's not a bad thing. You're still going to see them. Triggers aren't a bad thing. I don't shy away from triggers. And I know watching like a lot of videos and stuff on here, people will put like trigger warning and everything. I don't bother putting trigger warnings because I'm like, oh, no, guys, like if you're triggered, that means there's something that needs to be healed. So I'm not warning you. You got to heal it. That's tough love I send to everyone. Nope, no triggers. No triggers here. No trigger warnings. Making the sage myself for house cleansing work. Yes, it does. Anything you make yourself, just with any, items you have, like that's your energy being put into it. So it will actually always work better for you. Hello. How do I unteach myself to not be afraid of energies? Ooh, interesting. Okay. That feels like that was a conditioning from way back in your past. Like you were conditioned growing up to think that. That I don't know if there really is a right, that is a very great question. I don't know if there really is a right way other than catching those thoughts. Yeah, Catholic upbringing. Yeah, I grew up Catholic, and then I just started questioning things, and I kind of was like, yeah, but that doesn't feel right to me. I kept focusing on like what felt right and what didn't, and eventually I think I just shut that off. Like I just started to, like, anytime I would have that thought, like, oh my God, what if it's this? Or, you know what I mean? Like I'd catch it and I'd be like, no. Like I tell myself like, no, shut up. You know that's not it. That's just fear. And like I'd be a little harsh with myself. That's just how I am. You don't have to necessarily be harsh with yourself, but I do think catching yourself every time you have that thought. I cut a solid like 6-7 inches off. Wasn't planning on that either. I was only like 3 inches. Yeah, you have to talk yourself out of it. It's practice. The more you do it, the easier it becomes and the less you have to do it. It's literally, it's repetition, constant. Religion does cause a lot of scary thoughts. Well, because religion, like, it's very much all about rules. And like, I don't know, if you do this, like, it's a sin and you're going to be punished for it. And it's like, well, how do you know that? Like, a lot of people use fear to control. I know I myself, like, girl, stop it. Yeah, right? It's bad when you annoy yourself. You grew up a non-denominational Christian. I've been in a church in years. Yeah, I don't even know when I think the last time I was in a church, I mean, no, it was for like a funeral, but like actual like church, going to church. Oh God, I don't even know. Almost 2 decades ago. Yeah, it was before my grandmother died. My grandma was Catholic, whatever. And that's fine. But as she got older, she wasn't doing as well. I was the one to bring her to church, which, whatever, I would just sit there. No, you don't have to. You don't have to at all. It's true. When you were 10 years old, good for you. Oh, that's young. Good for you. I was in my 20s. It took me longer. So if the sage has my energy because I made it, it'll work better. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Anything you create, because it's using your energy, will work better for you. Because it's your energy. It's your intent, full intention going into it. You went to church. That's my girl. Go to it for food. Hell yes. Hey, if you like church, that's great. If you like going to a temple, like we've got a couple of Buddhist temples around. Perfect kid logic. Go to where you feel comfortable. I don't even bother going to. So like my parents, for like the holidays or like for like their parents' birthdays, they'll go to a cemetery, you know, to go to their stones and, you know, put flowers down or whatever. I won't even bother doing that because I just don't believe, like, I'm like, they're not there. Like, yeah, the caskets and like the decaying corpses are there. They're probably already decayed, but like, I'm like, this spirit isn't there. The spirit's out and floating around and doing its thing. Like, I don't know. I don't think many spirits stay in a cemetery. Some do, but I don't feel all do. Hindu temples, they're very peaceful. Yes. Yep. Not all church is bad either. No, it's true. It's all about the upbringing. It's just where it's the beliefs around it. Okay. No, I know people who do that. I've already decided, like, when it's my time to go, like, y'all can just, I don't know, you just put me in the damn ground. Like, don't put me in a box. Don't. If you want to cremate me, I can't say that word. Oh my God. You know what I mean. Go for it. Scatter my ashes, or literally just put my body into the earth. New grass will grow from it. I don't know. Like, I don't. Yeah. I made the banishing jar of frozen water. Ooh, good. Keep it in your freezer. Don't touch it. Leave it all the way in the back. I've seen that put into one of those tree things. I think that's actually pretty cool. It's funny because I saw a meme on that and it was like, or a video, and it was like, that's how we get haunted forests. And I was like, yes. Yes, we do. I think it would be cool to be a tree. At a cemetery, I actually feel very calm at a cemetery. It's to me, it's peaceful. It's quiet. Nope, cemeteries are totally fine. I do like seeing Like I think it's just cool actually to see very old stones though, you know, from like the 1600s, like way back in the day. I think that's cool to see. But otherwise, I don't know, cemeteries, I'm just whatever with. They're fine. I don't really care. I've been there during the day. I've been there at night. Like, I don't know. It's fine. Be careful if you go there at night though during the summer months because you'll get bitten by mosquitoes. Maybe don't do that. Learn through me because I've done that. Will rosemary work for cleansing too? Rosemary will work. I find Palo Santo is also really good for cleansing. Oh, that is a fun senior photo. Oh my God. Hell yes. Hell yes. Yes, get that creepy factor going. I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my God. Yeah, it's funny. Even when I'm at a cemetery, I still don't even, like some spirits will stay at like a cemetery or graveyard or whatever. It's funny though, because when I'm there, I'm like, it's not like spiritually wise, I'm like, it's not as loud as I thought it would be. I think a lot of the spirits that have either like moved on or they're like, you know, they're out and about. They're free. They're spirits. They can go wherever the fuck they want to. You know? Yeah, you thought it would be kind of overwhelming. Probably pick up on so many energies. No. No. I don't think a lot of them stay there. Like I said, some will. Some are attached to the land. Some are still attached to, you know, some haven't moved on. Which, you know, is fine. That's them. But I feel like most, I don't know. Once I'm gone, you kidding me? I don't know, you guys. I'm going to be floating around everywhere. I'm going to be having fun. So. Oh, Anthony. So Mondays and Thursdays are my card pull days. Today is just spiritual talk. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk about within the spirituality, go for it. That's probably because they're with you at that moment. They know you're there. I mean, just because if they don't want to like hang out there all the time, they don't have to, but like they would have no problem going back, especially if you're there. Most of the time, cemeteries are very peaceful. Thanks for the follow. Thank you. Do I know that haunted road with truck drivers? I mean, you're talking about more like it's like out west somewhere? Because I'm in Massachusetts, so I don't know if Massachusetts really has a haunted road here. If it does, I actually don't know of it. But I have seen like videos of people claiming like they're, you know, truck drivers or just people driving down the road. They'll claim to see like spirits standing, you know, on the side of the road or whatever. I always thought that would be kind of cool to see, but at the same time, I feel like there's a good part of me that would be so fucking freaked out. If I was with another person, it'd be fine. But if I'm by myself, oh my God, I'd probably lose my shit. I live in my grandparents' house. I had for a long time. Yep. No, I got a filter on. There's a rainbow type of background filter, and I was like, I feel like doing something. They caught it on video. Yep. It's, I feel like going forward, there's going to, literally, like in time, going forward, the next 20, 30 years, I feel like there's going to be more instances of things being caught on camera, whether they are spirits, whether they are aliens, like whatever. I feel like things are going to start coming out like that, but like little by little though. I don't feel it's going to be like, oh, all of a sudden one big whoosh. You know what I mean? Yes. Is it possible for people to want to communicate to you so bad that you dream? Yes. Yeah. Have you guys ever had, thank you, Walter. Walter, today is the Spirit Talk. Mondays and Thursdays are the tarot days. to think of the word. Thank you for the roses. So have you guys ever had your aura, have you ever had an aura photograph? There is such a thing as aura photography. It's been years. I don't have the photo of it. But it's like it's a machine connected to a camera, and it photographs the color of your aura around, and it can be multiple colors. It can be just one color if you're just in one specific type of energy. Yeah, there's such a thing as aura photography. Why witchcraft? It's funny, I've been just calling it craft, because it's, ooh, that's actually a very good question. Well, I don't know if you're asking me personally. It's just something I'm drawn to. I feel I've lived multiple lives, previous lives, as a healer, as a seer, as hell, even a high priestess. Like I've lived multiple spiritual lives, and for me, just connecting with any and all energies that I can, I don't know, it speaks to me. Helps me to try to manifest things into my life. A lot of the time I do stuff for like healing purposes, protection purposes, and abundance purposes, abundance money purposes. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Walter. I had a dream. My ex texted me. He wasn't going to a party, and I woke up, went, and he didn't attend. Ooh, look at you picking up. That's your spidey senses right there kicking in, sweets. That is your spidey senses. Yep, you picked up on that. I'm trying to train myself to see auras, but I want to do that. So I will see auras in my mind's eye. I won't actually, it's rare that I will actually see color or physically around someone. I tend to see it more in my mind's eye. It's almost like I don't know. I don't know. I haven't trained myself, to be quite honest, to completely see it in physical form. It's more of my mind's eye. It's like whatever color comes in, it's just, I go with that. It tripped me out. Yeah, randomly. Yeah, I don't really control it either. I don't. Also, I just don't even bother, I guess. I just don't bother controlling it. Like, it's not something I'm drawn to enough, right, at least right now, to want to control that. You know what I mean? Robs, can you tell me what's going on with me? So today's not the card pull day. Today's not tarot day. Today's spirit talk day. If you want me to really look into that, though, you can purchase a reading from me. I do offer that. Throat chakra, yes. Oh yeah, I've been really working my throat chakra the past few months. This past week, I've been really feeling it. I was feeling under the weather. Yeah. Throat chakra. Color of that is blue. Okay, blue. So if you start seeing blue, that is, okay, you're struggling with it. Like opening up, or how do you feel you're struggling with it? Sorry, I'm just adjusting the camera. I feel like it keeps, whatever. Stay with it. I find if you start expressing myself, okay, what I did years ago, when I would have issues, I would ask Archangel Gabriel to be with me, like right before, when I'm about to like express something to someone, like if I'm, face to face with someone, when I'm in a situation, my throat closes up. Ask Archangel, I like Archangel Gabriel's energy, for that. If there's another deity you want to connect to for assistance, go for it. just for me, Gabriel has always been good. Asking Gabriel to help relax my throat and my heart, because it is connected. When you want to express yourself, you're generally also speaking from the heart. Okay. But I've literally just asked her, like, can you just help me say what I need to say? I don't bother like with the how, you know what I mean? Or whatever, like just help me, please just help me. And I can sometimes physically feel my throat loosening up. Try to visualize either a lot of blue energy or white energy at your throat. Okay, the color of the throat chakra is blue, but white is also, white is also very healing and clearing. And just imagine, this might sound a little silly, but imagine your throat opening up, like opening. If you can picture the colors there, literally just imagine it open up, like your throat from the inside getting bigger. However you imagine your throat looks like on the inside, you know what I mean? Whatever. Just imagine it getting bigger and relaxed. And then also, I think it's just also practice. It's like kind of forcing yourself, even if you're scared, to say what you want to say anyways, forcing yourself to do so, like pushing yourself through that fear. Sometimes that's literally the best way to heal anything, is to just push through that fear, is to like, okay, be scared, but do it anyways. Well, today is just spirit talk. So we're actually just talking about anything in the spiritual realm. Card pulls and channeling messages, that's Mondays and Thursdays. I that too have been slowly practicing expressing. Yeah, and it is. It's not something I feel like that like you can overcome overnight. Like, I mean anything's possible, so, but I do find it is one of those, like, you have to just genuinely, actively keep practicing, allowing, even if it's just like one statement, you know what I mean? Like, if you're talking to someone and, you feel scared to just say even one thing, it's like, okay, I'm gonna, like, telling yourself, like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna do it anyway. And you just say the one thing. Well, that's good. Good. You said the one thing. That doesn't mean you have to, like, verbally diarrhea everything. Go ahead. Congratulations. You said that one thing. That one thing then leads to, like, two things. Then it leads to three. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to make it a gradual practice. Hello. You're worried about other people's emotions. Well, you know what though? Here's the thing. You cannot control how other people will react. You cannot. Their reactions are on them. Okay? Always. Their reactions are on them. So it's, I mean, it's easy for me to say, like, oh, don't worry about that. I mean, I still sometimes worry. I will just make sure I at least communicate, like, my intentions or my needs or whatever it is clearly. I will try to use tact. I've had to learn how to use tact over the years, being that I'm Sagittarius with a Mercury also in Sagittarius. So that does not come easily to me. But at the same time, though, other people's reactions and emotions are on them. They're not on you. Just do it. Yeah, sometimes you just have to do it. Yes and no's are the most overwhelming. especially when you get, like, the same questions, like, all the time. I picture myself in a bubble. See if hands are going to come through or anything like that. I try to picture myself in a bubble. Sometimes I completely forget to protect myself. Just completely forget it. Doesn't even occur to me to do so. That actually happens probably more times than not. I literally just forget because I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, okay, let's get to work. Like, I don't know. But for me, visualizing the bubble, I'm in a bubble, that helps me the most. I do have dark stones I could keep around me, but I just don't tend to, they're in my room, I don't tend to use them. Meditation takes practice. It's hard sometimes for me to meditate. I lean more towards guided meditations because it helps to keep my focus a little bit better than if I were just to sit quietly by myself, because then freaking my mind is just elsewhere and I'm on a train and I can't freaking get off that damn train. Practice makes perfect. Sometimes just allow yourself to sit and just breathe for 2 minutes. Literally just focusing like on your breath. If you can't even do 2 minutes, do it for 1 minute. Sometimes you just gotta just start super small. Yeah, my life was very busy yesterday. Yep. You've been working on your pettiness and passive aggressive. Well, good. You're working on it. You have Sag and Mercury too. Yeah. That's a thing. We Sages and Mercuries. I mean, we'll have no problem telling it like it is. There's an orb. Well, I do have a rainbow filter going right now, so I don't know if that's the orb you're seeing. It could be like the rainbow filter. I picture my guides fighting them off, but I get overwhelmed. Yeah. Yep. Oh, good. Oh, good. I know I've seen that there's an orb around me, but I got the rainbow filter on, so I don't know if that's really what unless I do actually have an orb around me. I'm not sure who it would be. Oh God, I've had an ex who just did not like to communicate. Like at all. It's true. Like he just did not like to communicate. Oh my fucking God, to even talk about anything other than like work and superficial stuff, it literally was like pulling teeth. Ugh. After that, I was like, that's it, universe. You send me someone who likes to friggin' talk. And then, so that was 2 boyfriends ago. And then this guy I stopped dating just a couple months ago. I don't know, must be his Gemini moon or something. That man, I swear to God, could talk underwater. I was like, wow, universe, you sent me the complete opposite. I was like, okay, middle ground, universe, middle ground. Oh, thank you. You get nervous expressing yourself and then randomly, yep, that Sagittarius in you. It's like, nope, let's kick this out of you. Have you guys found that though? Like, so if you've had more than one ex, like you'll have, whatever qualities in one ex, and then, you kind of determine after that relationship, you're like, all right, I'm not tolerating this. Like, nope, you got to send me something like, different or whatever. And then like the next person, it's like the complete opposite of what you had, but you're like, shit, I didn't mean that extreme. I've had that. I've had like extremes between like past boyfriends. I'm like, oh my Lord. The fuck? Yeah, universe likes to be funny. I'm like, yeah, okay. Everything in moderation, right? The balance. Give me the balance. That's fine. Oh, man. Oh, what is this? I see some. All right, I don't know what that notification is. It's fine. No, we don't know moderation. It's true. It is so true. My standard after one ex. Don't be so rude. I have to throw a shoe. Hey, that rhymes. I like that. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes, guys. I like seeing the hearts go up. It's fun. Oh, your Mercury's in Leo. Okay. Well, that's still like fiery energy right there. Leo energy can be very like boisterous, very outgoing, expressive, actually. So that's interesting though, because Leos are very expressive, so that you're actually having a difficult time right now allowing yourself to be expressive. Oh, that's definitely part of your growth. That's definitely part of your growth. You have to like push through that a little bit. Oh, so that's a great question. Do I believe in destiny or free? I definitely believe in destiny, but I also do believe in free will. There's a word for that when you can actually believe in two opposing viewpoints that you believe that both are true. I can't think of the word for that. So regarding destiny and like fate and stuff, like I believe like we are meant to so I believe we all sign a contract prior to coming to this planet, okay, in a lifetime. And it is to accomplish certain goals for our soul's growth. And it could be that, oh, in this lifetime, we're meant to experience success. That is our destiny. We will be successful, okay? But the detail of that, I feel, is up to free will. How you choose to be successful, that's up to you. Maybe you decide to be an actress, right? Or an actor. Okay, and you get success that way. Or maybe you just become very successful at being a dentist. Like, I feel like the how doesn't really matter so much regarding the soul's growth. Some certain things are destined to happen in your lifetime. You're destined to have the love of your life. But how you meet the love of your life, that's not destined. So that's how I believe it. There are certain things that are destined and certain things where I'm like, nope, it's based on your choosing. Because free will is like you're free to choose how you go about something. Does that make sense? I don't know my sign, but you're June 16th. You are a Gemini, my dear. Your sun sign is a Gemini. Oh, Nellie, okay, you're very expressive, but the tough conversations. Okay, all right. I'm a Capricorn, and the guy I'm friends with is yeah, Sagittarius and Capricorns. Well, I've tried being with a couple of Capricorns. It didn't work out for me. However, it totally depends also, though, on the other placements in an astrology chart. You really cannot go by just a person's sun sign. You really can't. It depends literally also on their moon sign, especially their moon sign, because that is like the emotional side to a person. Also, like their Mercury, Venus, and Mars, like what those signs are in, and how that actually matches up with you. It's, in your signs. I actually feel like I know, it's funny, I had a feeling I was going to talk about this, actually, astrology. So, like, for the longest time, I was very much like, no Virgos for me. Because the very, very first guy I had a relationship, or whatever the fuck we were, it was very unhealthy. It was a very toxic relationship. He was a Virgo. And so because of him, I was like, that's it. Never gonna date another fucking Virgo again, like whatever. And then I had a very abusive relationship with a Pisces man. That's it. I swear off Pisces. But then I started looking more into astrology, and I'm like, okay, I can't just go off of their sun sign. It totally depends on the other signs in the chart, and see like what fully makes up a person. Also, like nature versus nurture. How someone has been brought up totally affects how they're going to be as an adult, and whether or not they're aware of their, flaws, or how they were brought up, whether or not they have a self-awareness about them, and if they choose to like change, you know what I mean? Like, I do feel there is a meshing of the nature versus nurture. You're welcome. Yes, yes, Ian. We have certain nexus points. Yes, but free will over the little things. Yes. Lynn, to be honest, Lynn, the best way to find out how he truly feels is to actually directly ask him if you want to do that. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't shut up on everything else. I love it. My stepson is a Sag, and he doesn't act like you at all. You know what? You have to check out his moon sign. I'm telling you, check out his moon sign. Okay. It's other signs in the okay. You are probably this is probably within a week, the 7th to 10th time I've heard about Discord thing. I looked on Discord yesterday. So like I didn't really just go. I didn't fully research it. I just put it up and I'm like, okay, what is Discord? So is it just like a spirit? Like, is it just a talking thing? I'm very confused. Is it just a talking thing? Like, it reminds me of this other app. I can't think of what it was called. Shit. Because I got rid of it. And it was just a talking thing, but I didn't like it. I was like, no, this isn't helping me. Oh my God, I'm blanking on what that other app was. No, Virgos aren't bad. Virgos aren't bad. It took me many years to... We fighting if you got issues with Virgos. It took me, just because of my very first relationship, it was an abusive one. I've been in more than one abusive relationship. So I've had many instances where I've felt like, oh, that star sign, that sun sign is bad because of my past experiences. Now that I've grown up and I've evolved, I realize, okay, that's not the case at all. But I find people will write off a sun sign because, or like people be like, oh, I could never date a Gemini. Why? Because you had one bad experience with a Gemini? Not all Geminis are going to be like that bad experience. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm finding, like, I just dated a Taurus. That was my first time dating a Taurus. Like, my just last boyfriend. And I was just like, oh, you kind of act like a Taurus, but not really. Like, and he was a Sagittarius rising, which, okay, helped because I'm a Sagittarius. But like, yeah, I'm finding sun signs don't mean as much anymore to compatibility. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like Telegram or WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll look into it more. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just not... I don't know if it really vibes with me right now. Yeah, definitely look at the moon signs. Sometimes I feel... sometimes I feel that a lot of people tend to live through their moon sign a little more than their sun sign. Yeah, you get it. You swore off Gemini. Yeah. Yep. Ian, when do you normally do a live? I just got, what is that notification? Oh. My whole sun, rising, and moon is all water. Yeah, so you are probably always crying. Oh, God love you. Moon in Aquarius. That makes sense. Could be a little blunt. Yep. Aquarians can be just as blunt as Sagittarians, and if your moon's in it, yep. Being blunt is not always a bad thing, though, because being blunt means you're just being very forward. You're being very direct. Like you're not beating around the bush. You're cutting right to the core. But there is a difference between being blunt and being brutally honest. Because sometimes you can be brutally honest if like you intend to kind of emotionally hurt the person. You know what I mean? There is that fine line. Being blunt is not a bad thing. Being blunt is just, you're open, you're direct, you're kind of saying like, this is what it is. But being that brutally honest generally is kind of like, you're saying something to actually hurt someone. If someone wants to talk to you so bad, can you dream it? Yes. Yes, my dear. It's Miss Tia. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Moon absolutely controls emotions. What does the chosen one mean? Mondays and Thursdays are my reading days. Today is spiritual talk. I don't really go by chosen ones anymore. I know like there's this whole thing on like there's 144,000 people who are the chosen ones, and it's to like help raise humanity's consciousness and, you know, move him into from 3D to 5D or whatever. I don't resonate with that. I do not resonate with that because I just feel like every one of us on this planet has the capability, the innate ability to tap into this energy. It's just a matter of if you actually want to, or if maybe you're just not meant to learn to do so in this lifetime. I don't really feel though there's such a thing as a chosen one. I don't know. To me, you don't have to agree with me. To me, that's egotistical. That's how I feel it is. Like it's egotistical. I don't know. Like back in the day when everyone used to believe that Earth was the center of the solar system, you know, before they realized that no, the sun is. Like to me, I feel like there's like I don't know, there's a little bit of ego into that. Usually morning lately when I work from home, I'm double Earth and my moon is in Cancer. Okay. Okay, well, Ian, let me know the next time you go on. Tomorrow and Sunday, I won't be able to. I'm busy tomorrow. Well, if it's early enough, what time zone are you in? You're not Eastern time zone, are you? You're like, what, an hour behind me, I think? All Sag and Capricorn. Half my chart is Sag. And then I've got 3 planets also in Libra. Yep. Yeah, so Miss Tia, you psychically picked up on that. You psychically picked up on that. So dreams are either like your subconscious, right, trying to tell you, you know, what's up, what's going on, or they are premonition. It's usually one or the other. So yep. When I talk, I don't talk with emotion sometimes, but people take it as hurtful. Because you're talking probably more out of logic and intellect. Yep. Star Wars is awesome. Hello. Hello. I'm in my healing journey and it's been a struggle. When we months of childhood trauma. Okay, so to really heal from anything, so I would actually probably find someone who can facilitate a past life regression, not past life meaning previous to this lifetime, meaning just earlier in this lifetime, and do a regression to be able to connect you to an old memory that you disassociated from, because it may bring up a lot of old emotions, but it's very healing. You would want to connect back into some of the old memories so that you can heal from your trauma. The best way to heal anything is to feel it. You have to feel it to heal it. Like you have to. You cannot intellectualize it. You cannot just talk about it. You have to genuinely feel it to heal it. It gets it out of you. So doing any type of like regression work or deep meditation work to go back to like your childhood or your trauma, to try to pull it up out of you to see what you can gain from it. Yeah, some aren't meant to practice in this lifetime. Yep. Oh, you're Eastern. Oh, you're Eastern Standard Time. Oh, okay. All right, that's easy enough then. You'll be on next week. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Yeah, what do you want to know about gut feelings, my dear? I always dream of the guy I'm talking to sometimes. I remember them sometimes. I don't. You guys are chatting in the astral field. You guys are chatting. Your astral bodies are connecting in the astral field when you're dreaming. Yes. It's taken, yeah, Ian, it's taken a long time though for doctors, especially psychologists. I feel like are kind of been on board a little bit faster, but doctors in general, because oh my God, like the healthcare, no, the sick care in our country. I don't call it healthcare. I call it sick care. In this country is, oh my God, it needs so much fucking work. But like, they were just taught to like go off of the book. They regurgitate whatever they're taught. And doctors, I feel like, have been taking a long time to open up to like anything else for that matter. We're slowly getting there, and thank God for that. But our whole sick care healthcare system needs a complete fucking overhaul. You know, past life doesn't necessarily just mean past lifetimes. It could literally just mean earlier in this life. Yep. Yep. Good morning. Hi, Amanda. Hello, hello. Welcome. You're welcome. If something's not meant for me, my gut tells my brain no. Yes. Yep. Yep. Today is just Spirit Talk Day. Mondays and Thursdays are readings. Thank you, Ian. I love my 5D dreams of my crush. Yes. Dude, so do you know who I used to, I don't dream of him much anymore. Literally for about two and a half years straight, I dreamt of Chris Evans, the actor, Chris Evans. I dreamt of him, I cannot tell you, at least 3 times a week. It was so much. I dreamt of him, so much so that I was like, okay, I must be meeting him. Like, I don't understand. I have yet to meet the guy. Also, he lives, I think, like 40 minutes somewhere away from me. He doesn't live far from me. I'm not exactly quite sure on the town. I think maybe Concord, Massachusetts. I'm not quite sure. But I have yet to meet the guy. So I don't know. I don't know why I dreamt of him so much. Maybe I'll find out sometime in the future. It has not played out though, so I don't know. Oh, thanks for the roses. 5D, you have not heard of 5D? We are living currently in a 3-dimensional world. 4 dimension is the bridge to get to the 5th dimension, which is, what's the best way to describe? It's just, it's part of our evolution. Ian, if you can explain 5D better, please type in a comment to do so, because I'm at a loss for words at the moment. It's literally an expansion of life. It's an expansion. It's an ascension and a leveling up of our spirit bodies and just the way life is in general. 5D, there's like no such thing, as far as I understand, okay? This is just from what I've been learning. 5D is like there's no war, there's no hate, there's no, like everything, it's much more loving, it's more giving, it's like literally, it's nothing like what we've been experiencing here on Earth. I had someone tell me about my past, but I'm still so deeply disconnected from my emotions. Oh, honey, I'm excited for the readings. Well, if you ever want to purchase a personal reading, a full reading with me, you can do so through the link in my bio. Otherwise, Mondays and Thursdays, I do the card pulls. Sometimes you just have to force yourself. You have to allow yourself to feel an emotion. Sometimes you just have to. Oh man, yeah. You want to know what's? Yes, I will invite you. I will invite you. Oh my God, I love that you said that with Chris. Wedding with Chris Evans. Literally, so get this. So I've been married. I've been divorced for like 10 years now. So when I was married, or maybe we were just engaged, me and a bunch of friends, we went, because we all love the Marvel movies. Oh my God, see, I'm talking so much I can't talk. And I think we were seeing the Captain America one, right? And literally, he comes on screen, and I just blurt out, I'm like, my future husband. Meanwhile, my, then husband was sitting to the right of me, and he just looks at me like, and rolls his eyes. But like, I was just like, I said it though with like such like, I don't know, like such knowing or something. Like, I just said it with like, it was just like my future husband. Like, I don't know. It was so weird that I said that. I was like, oh man, if that ever comes to pass. Yes. Also, though, is he into this stuff, though? See, my partner, no. My divine counterpart is very much into this. And yeah, I can't be having someone who's not into this. Like, no. Gotta be like on my vibration. You used to dream about a little bow wow? Oh, that's so funny. I don't know why sometimes we dream some of the things we do. What does it mean to dream? Like time travel to the past? You actually probably did. Your astral body can go literally into the future, into the past. Your astral body can just go wherever it wants to. Oh, you don't know 5D? Ian. Okay, Ian, you're gonna have to look into 5D stuff. All right. It's a higher dimension. It's a higher dimension where we are much more, we're working out of our light bodies. We're working more literally out of our energetic soul body. We're not just fully rooted to this earth and all the physical things that happen with this 3D earth. Oh, we're totally recording this, yes. I love you so much. Nelly, I love it. Oh, you have 5D dreams. Very nice. You're actually, you know what? Dude, Jess, you're probably picking up on the future. You're legit. Probably, like, your astral body is out into the future, picking up on how life will be. That's awesome. Yes, divine counterpart. That's how I feel. I feel like I know, like, there's the term twin flame. Initially when I first heard that term, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't really resonate with it anymore. Divine counterpart, because to me, it's just like they are, for the lack of a better term, I don't feel we're incomplete, okay? But I do feel like they're sort of like that other half of you, okay? I put that in quotes because, like I said, I don't feel we're incomplete anyways as individuals. But just, they are your counterpart. They're you in another form. Will there be some, not similarities. Oh my God, what is with me? I can't think for some words today. It's fine. There'll be some differences. Oh my God, right, between the two of you, because there has to be, obviously. But it creates a balance between even your own divine, feminine, masculine side and theirs as well. And I do feel it is someone you spend the rest of your life with, or until, till literally death do you part. Oh, that's awesome, Jen. Ooh, Empress, that's awesome. Jen, that's awesome. Jen, really, that is awesome. You just knew. You're clear cognizance. That's a psychic ability. You just knew. You just knew. For all you know, the two of you have spent multiple past lives together. And so it's like you meet each other in this lifetime and your souls recognized each other. Your souls were like, oh, here you are. You know what I mean? Yes, that legit happens. Oh, it's always learning, Ian. We're always learning. Dude, look up everything. So, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of 5D videos on YouTube. I'm trying to think who. Ralph Smart. Okay, Ralph Smart talks a lot about 5D. I will tell you, Ralph Smart's got an ego, though. Okay, just so you know, he has an ego. Which annoys me half the time, so I don't watch too many of his videos because I'm like, oh my God, stop it. I'll try to think of who else, though. Ralph Smart talks about 5D a lot. Do you have any tips against an ex that how do they stalk? Like, do they physically stalk you, though? Because otherwise, literally, you might need to get like a restraining order. If you have, sometimes, guys, you have to take an actual mundane route to stop a person from bothering you. Like, literally, if someone is physically harassing you, you know, in the physical world, sometimes you have to do a physical thing and get like a restraining order. Otherwise, if it's more just like online stuff or just, you know, like they just, you know, they're being stupid, I say put them in the freezer. Put them in the freezer method is by far one of my favorite methods. Write their name. So user 1329818. Yeah. Put their name, write it on a piece of paper, put that piece of paper in like a mason jar or a jar with a lid. You want a jar with a screw top lid. Fill that jar with water and screw the lid on. And if you need to, tape a thing on it that says don't touch and put it in the back of your freezer and leave it there for like a year. And I mean that, I'm not exaggerating. Leave it there for like a year. And it's like you're freezing them out of your life. Yeah, divine counterpart, twin flame is very common. We are learning daily. Yep, 5D, premonition, multiverse. How do you know you're spiritually gifted? So for me, I was told. I mean, I was pulling cards, like just for my friends and family, like I was pulling cards and stuff like that. And it wasn't until I received a reading from someone and the first words out of her mouth was like, why aren't you doing this work? And I was like, what? She's like, why aren't you doing this work? You have the gift. Like she said it directly to me. And I was like, oh, well, I don't have the confidence to read people I didn't know. Because I didn't for the longest time. I only pulled cards for like my friends and family because I knew them. I didn't have the confidence to do it professionally. So I was told it. I mean, it's a gift, but I also look at it like it's a skill because I kind of look at it like if someone is musically inclined, they have a gift. You know what I mean? Like that's a gift, but it's also a skill. So I kind of feel like they're one and the same, quite honestly. Whatever you are skilled at, that is your gift. If you are practicing, developing your psychic abilities, that means you have the gift inside you. You have the skill already inside you. It's just a matter of fine-tuning it. The freezer part, okay. So if there's someone you want to freeze out of your life, okay, you just want them to go away. Write their name on a piece of paper. Find like a mason jar, a jar with a screw top lid, okay, because you don't want a flip jar that opens too easily. Paper in the jar, fill it with water, close the jar, put the jar in the freezer. Leave it. Don't touch it. If you need to, write like don't touch on the jar. Like don't fucking touch it. You leave it there. I did that for someone in my life, and I I stopped hearing from them within 3 days time. Now that was very quick. I know for some people it may take like up to a week or even 2 weeks. But for me, that was a very quick one. That was 3 days time, and I have not heard from them since. I was told by others, and that others used me because they feared me. Fear makes people do some crazy shit. Oh, thank you. I try to go straight to the point when I do my readings, especially. I try not to beat around the bush. I mean, I will, if I'm picking up on something that I'm like, oh, they're not going to like me saying this. They're not going to want to hear this. I will try to I'll try to say things nicely. But oftentimes I'm like, I just got to get right to the point. Like, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. Like, I'm sorry. Because it's true. And and when I do readings, I think initially, because I'm nice and I wanted to always say nice things and yeah, this could work out. But eventually I was like, that doesn't help them. I got to tell people what they need to hear. Oftentimes we have to hear what we need to hear, even if we don't really like it. Just kind of how it is, I guess. Oh, yes, that's right. The palms too. You're right, Ian. I've been seeing a thing where it's like certain lines, if it creates like an M, that means you have it. If you get like little, I think it's like star shaped, that also means you have it as well. How do you tune into your psychic abilities? It depends on how they come to you. So initially, a lot of my psychic abilities came through clairvoyance. So I would see things in my mind, whether it was images of situations, images of people, or words, or certain thoughts, like random thoughts that would come through my mind. And I'd be like, why the fuck did I just think that? That's intuition. Also, though, intuition, psychic ability is very much a feeling. Like if you feel like you should not go down that road, then you just listen to that and you just don't go down that road. Or if you feel like you should not be talking to this person, you don't know why, they've been nice to you, but you feel like you should not be talking to them, wrap up that conversation and don't talk to them. You know what I mean? And the more you just listen to it, even if you don't know why, the more you just listen to it, the stronger it gets. Oftentimes, we don't need to know why. We don't need to know why we receive whatever it is we receive. We just got to follow it. The more you follow it, the stronger it becomes. Rekka, so thank you for being here. Today's just spiritual talk day. Mondays and Thursdays are the tarot days. How can I meditate that person to stop stalking me? I would light a candle. I would light a candle for them. And as it's lit, like when you're lighting the candle, set the intention that you're blocking them from your aura. Okay, that you're just blocking them from your life. Like it's a matter of setting the intention and feeling like you have what you desire. That you feel free from this person. Like, how would it feel to you? Like, hone in, how would it feel to you to no longer have them in your life, to no longer have them stalking you, right? How would that feel? Focus on that feeling as you set the intention of, like, putting a boundary up. What's wild is I was told by my religious side of the family that I have a... Nellie, you were told that by the religious? Now that's interesting. Yeah, talk about being confusing. I would still listen to that. I would absolutely still listen to that, but that is odd. Yeah, I do sometimes still feel bad when I have to tell them no. If I have to tell someone no, I try to like also look into maybe another avenue or another possibility that could come in for them. But yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Sometimes it is painful to hear, but it's also what we need. I know. Yeah, Nellie, I don't know if you can somehow Google this. I've seen like videos where like if certain lines on the hand like connect so it looks like it's an M, it means like you have psychic abilities. I don't know honestly how true that is. I really don't. I've only seen that like regurgitated a few times online. I'm disputing if I'll go on after Jen. Oh, cord cutting, that's a good one too. Yes. Yep. Oh, G and Misty, thank you for being here. Today's just spiritual talk. Mondays and Thursdays are my, good morning, are my tarot days. I'm going to be on this for maybe about another 10 minutes, I think. And then we'll get off. So, and then Ian, if you want to hop on, I can check it out. A few people in my family have different gifts and they told... That's interesting that it would come from that side, but hey, if that's how you were meant to hear of that, then that's how you were meant to hear it. But they still don't believe in psychics. Yeah, sure. Nellie, makes no sense. I can understand why you're confused. I can fully understand why you're confused. You saw the M on my hand? Yeah, my lines do connect. I have lines that connect. I know there's other, it's funny, I have a palmistry book, but I haven't looked into it often, or recently for that matter. There's another way to be able to tell too. My cousin literally has spirit speak through her. But yet she's gonna deny that, right? Yeah, I don't. Like, okay. Don't acknowledge and accept what the gift you have, but it's fine. It's fine. What does it mean if you see the numbers a lot? Oh, numerology. I love this. Numerology is the only reason I like numbers. Otherwise, I fucking hate math. 22 itself, that is a master number. So that normally doesn't, they're an angel number. That doesn't normally mean like you have to reduce it down to a single digit. But as a master number, it's a very powerful type of life-changing energy. Whenever you start seeing numbers consecutively and repetitively around you, that's usually like the angels and the universe kind of like letting you know, like, either like you're right on track, you're moving forward, or like you have to allow things to fall into place, or, a certain person is coming into your life. So usually twos do represent things coming together. Two people coming together, maybe you in a project coming together, usually two things coming together, okay? So like a partnership or a collaboration in some way, shape, or form, okay? So if you see a lot of twos, things are coming together for you. Or be open to accepting an opportunity to work with someone else, okay? Yep. Oh, I love that. So, okay, the mommy Ginger. Usually when that happens, that's usually at a time when they're with you at that exact moment. So like me and my grandmother on my father's side, we shared because she's no longer with me. We shared a birthday. My birthday is November 25th. So whenever I see 11/25, I'm always like, oh, hi, Grandma. Like, and I usually, not all the time, usually will feel her at that exact moment anyways. So that's usually at that moment in time, their energy's around you. My life path is an 11. 9 is also, though, a very spiritual number. So 7, 9, and 11 for life paths, they're very spiritually based. Think yours is 7? Okay. I've looked into like my entire numerology chart because it's not just a life path number. You have a destiny number. You have a birthday number. You have an expression number. Like there's multiple numbers within your full numerology chart. I have like an 11, I've got 7, I've got 9, I have a 2. Like I have a very, I'm like, yes, I'm a very spiritual person. Like it makes sense with my numerology chart. On YouTube, I subscribe to, her name's Carmen, Carmen. She's a numerologist. Is it just called like Numerology by Carmen? I can't think of her YouTube handle, but if you could just type in Numerology Carmen, and I believe she's out of LA. Watch a lot of her videos. Watch a lot of her videos. You can do your whole numerology chart. 9 is a guide. Yep. Yeah, Ian, but also, I mean, to probably learn from that, just for your soul's growth, but then possibly also to help others who will then go through a similar situation. I've found for me that not all the time, but a good chunk of the time, I'll go through a certain situation. I want to say first, and then I end up meeting people. Like once I'm through it, I end up meeting people who are like, "Oh, I've been going through this," and then I'm like, let me help ya. I just finished that up. Like I kind of feel like I go through certain situations just so I can help others go through some certain situations. I'm like, all right, maybe that's part of my purpose. I don't know. Sure. My number 4, if I'm correct, I think number 4 has to actually do with working. Something with working, career. Always sort of trying to have stability. I can't think. Yeah. Do you read now, hun? What do you mean, do I read now? Right now, this is just the spirit talk. Mondays and Thursdays are the tarot. I am going to be getting off in a few minutes, though, anyways. You guys are, and if you want a full reading from me, you can purchase one through the link in my bio. And 8 is a number of wealth. 8 is a very abundant number. You're very welcome, my dear. You're very welcome. Alrighty. Does anyone else have any last things to say? Because otherwise I'm gonna get off this live. Dreams. I find that dreams are either premonitions or they are much more symbolic. Thank you. You're very welcome. Dreams are either symbolic, your subconscious, trying to show you what you may need to be healing or going through, or like I said, they're premonition. So, yes, have a wonderful weekend, guys. I've got a busy weekend. Sunday, I am dressing up as a witch, and I'm doing that, what's it called, the Hexenbrug witch dance. I'm doing that with a few people on Sunday, although the weather might be rainy, but we're going to be doing it anyways. So hopefully I can catch some photos and videos. I can post it. We'll see. But yeah. So have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Enjoy.